But like I told Barack, if I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle, I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign. We don't have that. We haven't, and we discussed it.
That is my question. I'll start with you.
Joe Biden's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
He would absolve her from being able to from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that it would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
operate. This
operate.
has now jumped from an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now in a
Congratulations.
season of House of Cards.
Over facilities.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president, and the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die, and the woman will become president under the law or Constitution. And once that barrier is broken, from then on, men better be careful, because they'll have a hard time ever even getting a nomination in the future. But that's the way it's going to happen, and I think it'll probably come sometime.
But like I told Barack, if I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle, I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign. We don't have that. We haven't, and we discussed it.
That is going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win.
I've spoken of 1,000 points of light, of all the community organizations that are spread like stars throughout the nation doing good.
Our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light.
I read on your website that women, Satan, and feminism are closely connected to one another. Can you explain that to me?
It's the same thing. You look throughout history, you look at things like Satan and you look at women. The two have been persecuted without real inquiry into why they're persecuted. It's just sort of an assumption. It's something we're told to do, especially in any society that's heavily Judeo-Christian in values.
Christianity has persecuted women, Satan, and feminism?
I'd say so.
So women are close to Satan. They can identify with Satan.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think us in our situation, we don't identify with Satan, but the act that he did in the Bible is something that we're experiencing today, challenging theocracy, challenging authority, where there shouldn't be.
So how long have you been a feminist?
Probably ever since I kind of could comprehend what a feminist was.
I read on
Comments below what you think of this one. Is Satan a woman or a female? Well, we know that Mary, Jesus' mother, was a wonderful, spirit-filled, godly, virgin woman that created Jesus, God's son, on this earth. But when God cast Satan from heaven, it was described by him as being the most beautiful angel that he'd ever created. Beauty is a woman. And Eve deceived Adam into taking the bite of the fruit of knowledge and was cast out of the Garden of Eden, the downfall of men. Tell me what you think in the comments.
Maybe 5 minutes video. If I have to talk about this topic, it's probably going to take me many hours, if not days, how much we've been deceived. And the topic of my video today is going to be everything we know about Lucifer is wrong. Lucifer is actually a woman. And I will prove it to you that Lucifer is a woman. Let me start with her name. Her real name is actually Lucy. Our ruler know this thing. That is why when they go to dig out a fossil, or to dig out all this fake human being, they always name them Lucy. They basically just mocking us. Lucifer name is Lucy, and I will tell you what Lucifer means today. Lucifer means Lucy fell. Lucy is a woman name. Let me put that aside first. And secondly, if you ever read the book of Enoch, I've read it no less than 10, 20 times. I understand everything that is in page to page. The angel that actually came to have sex with mankind here, most of them are actually women. Even though in the Old Testament, they sneak a lie in it that is the men that came to have sex with the women here. Actually, yes, the men came. That is only 10% truth. The men came, but most of the angels were actually women, and they were called siren. When you have time, do me a favor. Type it onto your computer or Google.
Don't you ever make angels cry. Never misbehave, stay in line. But she looks so good in red, like a secret Valentine. I can't change my ways, God knows why. If a sin is so bad, tell me why's it gotta taste so sweet? No, I've never been a saint, but her power got me on my knees. They say, watch out for the serpents, and she say, but her curves don't lie. Your paradise sucks, but your hell sounds good to me. If the devil is a woman,
oh, pleased to meet you, Satan's my name. I can make you sin, I can make you feel your pain. I can twist, I can make you seduce me. Wanna do the what to see, you can call me Lucy. Satan's a woman. Hey, I'm a woman. Satan's a woman. Oh yeah, I'm the evil one.
what happened? What did you do to my stomach? What's going on?
We've merely slipped a little package into your lower tummy, and you're going to transport something very special to us.
Hey! You speak English?
No. speak English?
Yes, yes.
Take me to the hospital now.
Hospital.
Somebody put it back inside me. I need you to take it out. It's leaking.
It is estimated most human beings only use 10% of the brain's capacity. Imagine if we could access 100%. Interesting things begin to happen. Yes?
Professor Norman, my name's Lucy. I just read all your research on the human brain. It's a little rudimentary, but you're on the right track.
Thank you.
I have access to 28% of my cerebral capacity. I can feel every living thing.
Since when did you start writing Chinese?
Since an hour ago.
What happens when she reaches 100%? I have no idea. All this knowledge, you can unlock secrets that go beyond our universe. I'm not even sure that mankind is ready for it.
It's like all things that make me human are fading away.
In order for the devil to destroy the world, he doesn't need me. He needs a woman. Now, you didn't hear what I just told you. If the devil is to destroy the earth, he has to begin with a woman. Because if he touches the woman, he has touched the world. Do you realize that Adam and Eve never had children in the garden? Satan intercepted the woman way before Adam and Eve got intimate. Because if Adam became intimate with Eve before the tree, then there would be a race of people that are not affected by sin.
And like I told Barack, if I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle, I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign. We don't have that. We haven't, and we discussed it.
That is